Does anyone have anything else they want to share in this, the early part as far as the early childhood, birth years, and your just, growing up years, those early, preteen, getting into your teenage years?
Well, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Greg.
I'll introduce the idea and you can jump on it. But we haven't talked about Ada Holtz.
Please.
Our mother.
Yeah.
She's a teacher too, correct?
Hmm?
She was a teacher, right?
See, because when, Holly was telling her story, we are drawn to the kinds of people that we grow up around. And I'll turn it over to you.
Well, you see me staring off because you're talking about our mother, so my mind went to the sacrifice I saw her make. Here was a lady who dropped out of college to have me and worked for 10 years to get back on track and took all three of us to her graduation from college. That was a proud moment. This lady walking across the stage with 3 kids, making good on
And a
whatever.
husband.
Huh?
And a husband.
And
Right,
a husband.
She said the husband too.
I mean, and I saw the sacrifice. I saw the sacrifice. She went to Cheney. Many times in the snow, there was no direct route. We didn't have a car. We didn't have a car till she graduated and got a job, made some money. But she got to class no matter what the weather was. Sometimes would come in late. And so when you went there, that's where I went, and I guess I followed you further than you were going with it. But we saw that, and not only that, but I think that has molded something in us. We came from parents who worked hard. We saw sacrifice and struggle, and we saw people who made good out of a bad situation.
Right.
So like Margaret was saying, though we didn't have a whole lot, we were happy.
I thought we were rich.
I thought we were rich too.
I thought we were rich growing up too, to be honest. And that comes from.
Well, depending on how you describe rich. We were rich in love. We were rich in culture. We were rich in empathy. We were rich in cares.
Yeah.
You might want to put it that way. We were rich, might not be monetary, but we were rich.
They gave us experiences.
Gave us that you
they
couldn't buy.
introduced us to stuff.
That was so great that you can't pay for that experience.
And we weren't alone. We always had somebody we could go to.
Yes.
I mean, there was always somebody in the family who was going to step in.
Yep.
I mean, really, no matter what. So we were never left out or without. It was a different time, and that's a concern.
There was even, there was a community banking system, and I'm not talking about loan sharks. I'm talking about somebody that you could go to to get some money.
Serious money at that.
And, pay them back. And it wasn't spoken of, it wasn't brandied about. It happened. It was taken care of.
Let me jump in.
Yeah.
I always knew whenever Mom sent us to a certain lady's house, there was a financial request in it. But the lady always came through.
Yep.
There was a time I lost $300 too. Being reckless, carrying a transaction out for my grandfather. So I mean, there were people in the neighborhood, and back then $300
was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a month
Oh
salary.
my Lord,
Yeah.
300 back then, 50, 60 years ago.
Yep.
But the point is, we were a community that was supportive and all those virtues. We took care of each other. We stuck together. Didn't harm each other. I mean, that was not what you do.
Well, as we wrap up this segment, I think that's a great segue because